So falling inflation, smaller interest rate hike is definitely giving us some hope for the upcoming days. The market could be favoring the bulls, but how long? Because we know the price after this 25 basis point started showing this bullishness, but we also know the market still needs to overcome some key line of resistance, which is still holding the price below 25,000. Yes, 25,000 now looks a reasonable target, right? But we know the price also needs to overcome this obstacle before turning actually bullish, and this is what we are going to talk in today's video. So before I jump into the content, before I talk about these interesting scenarios, please guys, destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now looking at this here in a daily time frame, as you can see, I'm going to keep it very simple. We have talked about this Livermore speculative chart, and according to the speculative chart, the market still has some more room here to the upside before again continuing this downtrend. And I showed you with this Livermore speculative chart, after this breakout from this accumulation cylinder with widening mouth, we started showing this bullishness. I made it very clear the price in the medium short term still has this potential to continue this uptrend at least towards 24,500 25,000 range before choosing an actual trend duration, because according to this Livermore speculative chart, we still need to approach this 0.9 0.10 before choosing a trend duration. So that's why we are looking at this area around 24,500 to 25,000 range also as our potential upcoming target, because not just only this one example, even if we look at this scenario here, which is indicating a very identical move which we had here from January month. Yes guys, from this January month, if you look at this price formation, when the price of Bitcoin was following this ascending channel, this ascending channel actually faked out, right? You can see instead of breaking it to the upside, first it liquidated all the over leverage longs before again continuing this uptrend here in this manner. And now if I would add another ascending channel here, you can see guys, the price of Bitcoin showed a very similar movement. Yes, the price after, right? You can see the price after we faked out, just like here from this past price action, after faking out this bullishness, first liquidated all the longs and also started showing this bullishness just like here from the past price action. So if this here is going to be a continuation pattern here to the upside, price getting attracted towards the 24,500 25,000 range, you can see it would make a lot of sense, because we know beside this ascending channel breakout, even this ascending broadening wedge is pointing us the price in the medium short term might be facing some resistance, which is very normal, right? Because this 24,000 was a very important line, and now if we do, right, if we do manage to flip that into support just like here, then there is a very high probability for this trend also to continue here to the upside, because according to this broadening wedge, this ascending broadening wedge, if the price of Bitcoin is going to continue this uptrend, you can see guys, in that case I will be looking at this target around 25,000 as our upcoming target for Bitcoin, because we know guys, in a daily time frame we were also, right, we were also forming in a bigger frame. You can see we were also forming this descending broadening wedge formation. Yes, this descending broadening wedge, which we talked plenty of time in a video, is playing out perfectly, because I showed you with this example here, the price in the medium short term could get attracted towards this 24,500 to 25,000 range before deciding what to do next. Because if we do manage to flip this 25,000 also into proper support, then according to this descending broadening wedge, our target, as you can see, our target is going to be somewhere around 28 to 30,000 range. That's why we said if we get lucky, even around 28 to 30,000 is going to be looked as our potential upcoming target for Bitcoin. And after this 25 basis interest rate hike, I think there is a possibility for price also testing around this area. But before we talk about this target here to the upside around 30,000, 25,000 to 24,500 resistance must be broken. And now let me show you the reason why. Now, before I switch the chart, I just want to make you guys aware that we have up to $30,000 Bybit deposit bonus available for our community member in the description down below. You just simply need to click this referral link and follow the instruction, and after your initial deposit you will be eligible to claim up to $30,000 bonus. And not just only Bybit, even Phemex is providing around $6,050 deposit bonus. So if you are an experienced trader, if you want to take advantage of this market volatility, the time to act is now. So I just showed you guys with the previous example, the market still has probability to test the resistance around 24,500 to 25,000 range before choosing a trend direction. And now even here in a weekly time frame, we know around that area, right, around that area we have a very important resistance line. Yes, this 200 weekly moving average is considered as one of the most important resistance which we have to flip into support if you are expecting to see this uptrend continuation. Yes, because in the past price action price, after this 364 days of downtrend, when we formed this bottom, price started forming this higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern, started breaking above this 21 weekly moving average. We found out after that the price of Bitcoin continued this rally at least towards this 0.5 to 0.618 Fibonacci line before again showing this corrective movement. And we were also seeing a very similar scenario unfolding in our case. 364 days of downtrend, price found bottom around 15,000, also started showing this higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern type of scenario. And if this is also going to be a continuation at least towards this 0.5 to 0.618 Fibonacci line, then we have to overcome this resistance around 24,500 to 25,000 range. Yes guys, only if we manage to flip this into proper support, only after that we are going to talk about this actual continuation here to the upside. But there is a possibility, guys, please keep this in mind, because we know according to the CPR, right, according to the CPR, it is a ascending CPR, and I showed you yesterday this ascending CPR only gets formed like this. Higher highs, higher lows CPR only gets formed when the market is preparing itself for this uptrend. We had plenty of scenarios where the price started showing this impulsiveness after this ascending CPR formation. And in our case, for this month of February, this here is also an ascending CPR. Yes guys, this here is an ascending CPR. If you look at the previous month, it was clearly a descending CPR, and price was also forming this lower highs, lower lows continuation pattern. Now in our case, since this here is an ascending CPR, it is indicating us that the coming days, the upcoming days could be favoring the bulls. But what I want you guys to understand, this might be a bit tricky, because even though this here is an ascending CPR, you can see the price of Bitcoin is choosing a trend direction without touching any of the CPR line, which makes it a V CPR. Yes guys, in most of the cases what happens, price gets gravitated around the CPR line before choosing a trend direction. So that's why I say to you, in the medium short term, there will be shakeout, guys. There will be a lot of shakeout, liquidating over leverage long before again continue this uptrend. So that's why please do not over leverage and manage your risk properly, because we know this is also indication of an uptrend in validating this distribution schematic from Wyckoff event and phases, because we have said if this is going to be a rejection after reaching on the 25,000 line, not just only from this top here, but also from this 200 weekly moving average, right, around this 25,000 range, then we have to be careful, because in that case, the market could still turn out to be in this formation. This formation is clearly indicating after some relief rally in phase E, as shown here in an example, the market after that is going to continue towards the next area of confluence. So that's why, guys, that's why our focus definitely is going to be around this 24,500 to 25,000 range. But in general, for this uptrend to continue, we don't want the price to break below 20,000. So 20,000 is a must hold support line. As long as we are going to remain over 20,000, we are expecting this trend also to continue here to the upside, because getting rejection around this area is not just only forming this distribution schematic, not just only getting rejection from this 200 weekly moving average, but in that case the price will be also following this the psychological pitfalls. Yes, according to this psychological pitfall, after breaking out of this upper line, just like as shown in an example, we started this uptrend, but this uptrend ended when the price got attracted towards the top of this falling wedge, and in our case the top of the falling wedge is also lying around 25,000 range. So in this example, you can see after getting rejection, the price again starts showing this weakness, and this is exactly what we want to avoid. I mean, the price, if it's going to flip this key line of resistance into support, then we know this psychological pitfall scenario might not play out, and also the distribution schematic is going to get invalid. So that's why 25,000, 24,500 range is very, very important line, but also the line which might be attracting the price before choosing a trend direction. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please destroy the like button, and for those individual watching for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.